A version of me that didn't know better. I used to blame myself for things I survived. For loving too hard, for staying too long, for shrinking when I should have stood tall. But I've learned something. You cannot shame a version of you that was simply trying to survive. The version of me that didn't know better was doing the best she could with the awareness she had, with the wounds she hadn't healed, with the love she hadn't yet learned to give herself. She didn't know the red flags were red. She thought loyalty meant endurance. She thought boundaries were selfish. She thought silence kept the peace. She didn't know better. And maybe you didn't either. Maybe you stayed in rooms that made you question your worth. Maybe you accepted apologies that were never followed by change. Maybe you bent until you almost broke because you thought love required sacrifice. We were not weak. We were uninformed. We were hopeful. We were unhealed. There is a difference. The version of me that didn't know better believed that validation had to be earned, that rest had to be deserved, that saying no needed an explanation. She hadn't yet discovered that self-respect is not cruelty, that boundaries are not walls, they're doors with locks and not everyone gets a key. I forgive her. I forgive the nights she cried quietly so no one would call her dramatic. I forgive the time she chose potential over pattern. I forgive the moments she settled because she didn't believe something better would choose her. She was learning. And learning is messy. Growth does not arrive as confidence. It arrives as discomfort, as endings, as the terrifying realization that you have outgrown the life you once prayed for. The version of me that didn't know better walked so the version of me now could run. She trusted people she shouldn't have. She ignored intuition. She mistook attention for affection. But every mistake carved wisdom into my backbone, and now I do know better. Now I recognize peace because I've experienced chaos. Now I value consistency because I've survived confusion. Now I understand that love does not require me to disappear. To the version of you that didn't know better. Thank you. Thank you for surviving what you didn't understand. Thank you for protecting yourself in the only ways you knew how. Thank you for enduring long enough for wisdom to arrive. We don't shame our past selves, we honor them. Because without them, we would not have boundaries. We would not have discernment. We would not have strength. You are not behind. You are becoming. You are not foolish, you are learning. You are not broken, you are building. And today, you know better. So you choose better. You speak clearer. You walk away sooner. You love deeper. But only where it is safe. The version of you that didn't know better was never your weakness. They were your foundation. And now, you rise.
Yeah. This one for the version of me. The one that didn't know any better. I forgive you. Let's talk about it. Yeah. She didn't know better. She was just surviving. Heart on the sleeve, but her soul was hiding. Running from pain, didn't know how to fight it. Cried in the dark, didn't know how to light it. She didn't know better, she was just young. Carried the weight, but she bit her tongue. Now I stand taller, I finally grown. I love that girl, but she's not my throne. Hey. Back when silence felt safer than truth. Yeah. When trauma dressed up like proof. Ooh. when love meant holding on too tight, even when it didn't feel right. Didn't know boundaries, just knew attachment. Confused validation with passion. Thought if I stayed, I could fix it. Didn't know leaving was wisdom and distance. Smile through pain, caught his strength. Gave my all no matter the length. Apologize for things I ain't do. Took the blame just to make it smooth. Didn't know healing was a process. Thought being strong meant no stress. Didn't know rest was required. Thought burnout meant I was inspired. She was learning with no direction. Seeking love in the wrong reflection. That version of me, I embrace her, but I don't let it drive me later. She didn't know better. She was just surviving. Heart on her sleeve, but her soul was hiding. Running from pain, didn't know how to fight it. Cried in the dark, didn't know how to light it. She didn't know better, she was just young. Carried the weight, but she bit her tongue. Now I stand taller, I finally grown. I love that girl, but she's not my throne. I had to sit with the mirror alone, face the patterns I'd sown. Every choice wasn't fated chance. Some were fear disguised as romance. Didn't know self-worth was internal. Thought love had to feel external. Didn't know peace was quiet. Thought chaos meant I was alive in it. I forgive you for coping wrong, for staying quiet way too long, for shrinking just to fit a space, for losing pieces of your grace. You were fighting battles unseen, trying to hold what should have been. You were young and emotional years, building walls out of tears. But wisdom came with every fall. Lessons whispered through it all. Now I move with clarity, protecting my energy carefully. If I could hold you, I would say you were enough even back that day. You weren't weak, you were unaware, trying to breathe in brokenness. No shame in what you didn't see. Growth only comes with clarity. I thank you for surviving storms, but I evolved into new forms. Oh, now I walk different, head high. No more begging just to get by. I choose peace over proving points. I choose healing over broken joints. The old me love without condition. The new me has intuition. The old me poured till she was dry. The new me has the reason why. The old me feared being alone. The new me built a steady throne. The old me chased what felt familiar. The new me moves with something realer. She didn't know better, that's facts, but I won't let her lead me back. Honor her for where she stood, but evolution feels too good. She didn't know better, she was just surviving, learning the hard way, barely thriving. But every scar turned into sight, every dark turned into light. She didn't know better, and that's okay. She made me who I am today. I love the girl, I set her free, but she's not the woman I choose to be. To the version of me that didn't know any better, thank you for surviving. But I got it from here.